One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Finds his man on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, pressure's coming. That's a 20, he's got space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Got a man. It's Gilbert. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out wide right, it's Miller. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before. It's enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Lewis. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. He's at the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right side, it's Ship. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drive.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The run inside. It's Williams. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
2nd down, going to throw it. Makes a catch. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Rolls right. Got the 1st down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Sends it back in motion. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Wide open spaces.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
Quarterback will keep it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The give is to Williams. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Runs through the tackle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down.
And he's in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat.
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
There's a crease. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Lewis. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Drops back on first down. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Graham. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Right side, it's Miller. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They give it to him again. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running to the left.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's Houston coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. It brings them to 2-2 on the season following a big road win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This is a designed run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
2nd down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB, good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Press center downs going to the air. Throws to the back. Out wide left, it's Lewis. Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 92, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Hits inside. It's Mobley. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 39, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Picks up 4. Second down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Left side is Lewis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback keeper.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. On the move. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 8 with the carry.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th.
Makes the score. Notre Dame 21, North Carolina 18.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barrett. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Turning it on! Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal.
22. Let's go.
He wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
North Carolina, 18.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Tackle on the play at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to throw on 1st. He's got an open man. Touchdown, North Carolina! Once he got some room, it was over. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33.
25. Number 92, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Moves to his right. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. Oh, he found a space to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The hand to the running back. Down he goes.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Buying time to his right. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with... Continues to fight for yards. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Now on the move. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give is to Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Rush right in his face. He's out past the 35. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people